Welcome in, friends. Happy Saturday. How is everybody? Good afternoon, friends. Thank you so much for being here today for Seller Support Show. Today, the show is for you guys. So we'll get started here in just a second. I do want to pin one other thing that I've added to my Buy It Now. So, my name is Emily. I'm Vintage Vibe Treasures. And I always like to say at the top of my seller supports that I am not affiliated, do not work for Whatnot. Everything that I say, okay, everything that I say is my own experience based on being a full-time seller here for a little over a year and a half. So I just like to say that up at the top. That being said, I left my job in corporate America in December 2024 and have been selling full-time as a reseller 90% on Whatnot since then. What? Yes, 2024. And so everything that I say is based on that experience. And so I decided to do seller supports to help newer sellers. I'm also an avid buyer on this app. And I try to make sure that I am honest and transparent with my information. But I also don't know everything. So if I don't know something, I will tell you and try to direct you to the right person. Obviously, the way I do things and my advice is not going to be for everyone, but all I can do is offer based on what I know. And that's about it. And it'll never be behind a paywall. I literally do not believe that information and resources and words should be behind a paywall. I feel like it's not pie. There is enough for everyone out there. There's enough buyers, there's enough stuff, there's enough room on the internet for everybody to find their little home. You should not have to put it behind a paywall. We're all out there trying to do the same thing. We're looking in vintage decor. We're all looking for the same stuff. And I would rather lift each other up and help and make other people successful. And so I don't put it behind a paywall. I do not make it hard for you to get information from me. So you can always ask. You can always, if you want to know where I got something, where I source, how I got started, why I do something the way that I do, what led me to certain decisions, you can always ask me. I'm never going to keep that stuff away from you. I just don't believe in it. I know there are a lot of sellers here that put things behind a paywall, and no shade to them at all. You do you with what you need to do with your business. I just believe that information should be free. So that's that. I did add gift the chat in case you guys want it. Don't feel any pressure. If you purchase it, it's $15 and 10 of that will go towards a Amazon gift card, and then it also covers my shipping and my time, of course. And the person who purchases will get a swap card and some stickers, and I will go to your profile and hype you up. You can promote yourself and whatever. Of course, you can do that throughout the whole time, but it is more of a focused on you moment. And then I'll run a $10 Amazon gift card for somebody. The winner will just have to send me their email address and I will send it to you digitally. And that's it. So with that being said, I'm not running anything as an auction tonight. My Buy It Now is loaded. And of course, I always appreciate purchases and tips and all of that for my time, but I don't ever want you to expect that. You can just hang out, ask questions, get support, make friends. That's what tonight is here for. The show notes will explain everything that I'm going through, but the best way to support a seller that is free is to follow them and bookmark all of their shows. So if you're here tonight, please give me a bookmark all my shows. It is super helpful for the algorithm. It lets Whatnot and the algorithm know that a lot of people want to see that show. So when I go live, it pushes me up a little bit higher in the algorithm. And of course, always give me a follow because we're always working on follower goals. And that's it. So I am here for you guys as long as you want me to be here to ask questions. I saw Bluebird, you said that you're starting in a couple weeks. That's amazing. Let's go follow Bluebird and give them support so that they have it. And let me know if there's anything you guys need. Anything you need from me, I'm here for y'all. If there's anything you want to know about me, my experience, my personal life, you guys all probably know that I'm buying a house right now, so it's a little wild. But yeah, so that's it. Hey, Rockstrot, how are ya? Okay, let me unpin this so that we have a clean screen. You guys know I sit at my coffee table to do this. So are the boys outside? Okay. And I have general music on tonight because I am streaming live to YouTube right now. So that if you guys follow me on YouTube at Emily, I think it's Emily_vintage vibe, it will be there for you to rewatch back in case there's any information you want to refer back to. But also, any purchase in the Buy It Now will also allow you to have access to this recording for 90 days. So just something to keep in mind if there is something you ask or need to know, or something that I say that you want to remember or need to refer back to. Those are ways that you can visit the recordings. So I made sure we were streaming today. So we have to be very good with our mouth. We can't say naughty words. And I have general 1940s jazz playing in the back. Everyone's so quiet. No one's even saying hi to me. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I've been working all day on my shelves for tomorrow. I'm probably between 60 and 75% done. I have a few more things to load and put on the shelves, but I that's my weekly show that I try to hype up so you guys can shop that. I think there's like 75 items already loaded in there. I ideally would like to have around 125 like in that area, because I think that's about how many items I usually get on the shelves. And the pre-bids are coming in, y'all. So get in there and see if there's anything y'all want to grab. If you can't be there tomorrow, you can always pre-bid. That's the new thing that I did, is I started preloading as much as I possibly could, because there is so much Sunday night competition. It's kind of unrealistic for me to expect to have hundreds and hundreds of people in my show. So I was like, well, if I preload and all the other Sunday night shows are doing largely random polls, then that makes it easier for people to come into my show at any time and put a pre-bid in or hit the bell icon, and then they can just pop in, grab what they want, and pop back out. And it makes it so much easier for people who are show hopping, which I also do all the time. So yeah, so I'm so glad that you like them. I'm really having a good time. I went to an estate sale today and I found little leather library books in red. So I haven't even looked at which ones they are, but I know that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was in there, and I know that I had that before in green, and it sold for a lot of money. So I'm gonna actually do my research and see which ones, if any, that I have are the most sought after. Those will be independently listed, and then I think next Sunday we're gonna tackle those. We'll do a you pick. Next weekend, you guys, as in like a week from today, we're picking up the U-Haul. So, the more I can have done early, the better. For my Sunday show, because we're gonna be I'm gonna be dead, and we're gonna be loading boxes all weekend. I know, I know, it's coming up very quick. So I didn't do my 3 boxes yesterday, so I have to do 6 today. I've done 3 already, and you guys, I took the boxes away from my cat, and he was very sad. But now look, you guys see him? He's happy to be back. We bought more boxes today. That's Lupin. He's the one that is the biggest problem child. The most particular animal in the whole house. But he has his boxes now, so he got really mad earlier. He immediately got up on them, and I was like, "Sir, I have to borrow 3 boxes from you. Can I have 3 boxes?" And I walked up, and he like ran away. I was like, and I took him, and I was like, "Okay, you could get back up there now." No, it wasn't. I'd ruined the whole vibe, so he got up on the couch, and now he's finally back over there. But yeah, so 1 week from today, we're picking up the U-Haul. We're going to do the storage unit first, and then we're going to tackle the basement. The goal for the weekend is to get the storage unit and the basement done, because that's the main part that needs 2 people, right, babe? Yeah. And then Hubs is working Monday, Tuesday, right? Tuesday I'm working from home. Why? Why? No, Wednesday's the mover day. No, Tuesday's the mover day. So he's working this week, next week. Yeah, he's working Monday of next, not this coming week, but the week after. Working from home Tuesday. The movers come Tuesday afternoon to pack up all the furniture. And then off Wednesday, Thursday. And then Wednesday we close. He's off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to get it unloaded, and then the weekend. So I think that will be enough time to at least get everything like unloaded in its designated room. Benedict Michael, laid down. Anyway, that's enough about me. I'm here for you guys. So you let me know what you want to talk about, if anything. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short and boring show. Um, so all of that to say, I'm trying to backlog like a little bit for my Sunday shows because the shows I have this week are tomorrow, It's a Vibe. Monday is Vintage Vanity. Wednesday is a basement show. Everything will be dollar starts. I'm working on getting a big collection of that. Dollar starts, and if it doesn't sell, it'll get donated. Friday is Death Pile Reduction. Same thing. It'll just be preloaded. Starts at $1. If it doesn't sell, it gets donated. And then we'll have another It's a Vibe. Dust is a Country Accent on Monday. And then that's it here. So I did leave the Next Seller Support show. The Next Seller Support show is the 22nd, which is the Saturday after we move. I figured I could come on and do a seller support show at like the dining room table, even though we're going to be inundated with unpacking. But yeah. Hey, Cassie, I probably will not. I haven't decided if I'm going to have a show. I probably will not have a Sunday show on the 23rd. Not because I don't think I'll have the time. I don't think I will be I don't think I'll have the stuff unpacked and loaded in time to do that show. I definitely am going to have one on the 30th though. Originally, I was going to take a trip with my mom at the end of August, beginning of September, and that just isn't going to be able to happen. So, hey Cassie, how are you, friend? We're just hanging out, doing seller support. I try to do these shows early in the afternoon, like early evening, late afternoon of Saturday, because I want to get them in before Saturday night shows happen. Saturday night is a very popular selling time. So, you know. Oh no, that poor kid is going through it. All right. Y'all are, nobody has a question. Nobody needs help. Nobody wants to ask anything, huh? Went to the doctor twice the other week. Both doctors said she was fine. Yeah, but I feel like that happens a lot with when I had pneumonia. I went to the emergency room 3 different times before they were like, "You have pneumonia," and I'm like, "Well, I probably wouldn't have had pneumonia if you would have done something the first time I went." Yay, healthcare! Yay, America! But yeah. Yes. So I obviously I didn't pay very much out of pocket because I didn't have cap shipping on, which was really the bigger thing. Um, I would say I sold less items, but I made about the same amount dollars wise. And that made shipping easier because it was less items, and because cap shipping wasn't on, I wasn't trying to shove 30 items in one box. So it made shipping a little bit easier. Um, so I like it. I just need to keep growing because you never want to stay stagnant. So I think like the longer that I bring like more it started feeling like, and this is just me being honest. It started feeling like on Sundays, because I was doing $3 starts, I couldn't bring my best to that show. Because there wasn't enough like traction to get like an auction. So I had stuff that I was paying way more than $3 selling at $3. So then that made me like shy to bring the good stuff because I was afraid it was going to sell at $3 and I was losing a lot of money just from that alone. So even though I know that like the low starts is kind of what people are looking for, I kind of feel like when you go into like a dollar start show and there's like hundreds of people in the room and they're running it starting at $1, you're not paying $1 though. Like you're swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping, and it's going for like a lot higher than that because you've got a lot of competition. Whereas in my show, it may be starting at $5 or $8, and you're getting it for $5 or $8 because there's no competition. So I wanted to feel like I could bring my best finds to you on Sunday, because that's like my home show. That's my regular show. I feel like those people should be getting the best, unless I'm curating like something for a train. And so I found myself like hoarding stuff because I couldn't put it in a Sunday show and I didn't have like a train to put it in. So then I was like, no, like we're not doing that. So by eliminating the low starts and eliminating cap shipping, I'm able to now source for quality and bring you the best at what I need to get out of it. And so stuff is moving quicker. You're getting more quality stuff that you're looking for, that you like. And I feel like I'm looking for things that are exciting for me. You know what I mean? I'm not bringing like leftovers because I am comfortable selling those at $3. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I was okay taking a little bit of a hit, like with shipping and stuff. Like I knew with cap shipping that I was going to probably have to pay a little bit. And I was okay with that if I was making a certain dollar amount. You know, if you're making so many hundreds of dollars or whatever the number is, then eating a little bit and shipping is fine. But it got to a point where I wasn't making that. And so I couldn't do it anymore. And I'm not saying I won't ever go back to that, but that's what I mean. I have to grow in order to be able to do things like that, because I'm basically practicing what I'm preaching, where you can't get mad at people for buying things at your starting dollars, because you get to pick what you start something at. So if you're starting it at $3 and it's selling for $3, that's nobody's fault but yours, because you're starting it there. So I no longer could do that. And so I had to make more. And so I started at what I need to get out of it. And I'm basically practicing what I preach. I've said that on these seller support shows before. And I know that not everyone is going to love that. And that's okay, because seeing the dollar starts can get in the reduced shipping banner, I know gets a lot of people in the door. But that wasn't doing that for me. And so something had to change. So, you know, also, I think Sunday nights is just a really popular time, and so it didn't matter really if I offered it. That there are several other larger sellers that are on Sunday nights, and I'm always going to be in direct competition with them. But um I don't have 400 people in my room, and so that's why it's like I feel like my show is different, and that you can go pre-bid on mine and you may get it for $10 or $5 or whatever it's at, and then you can go hang out in someone's show that has random polls. um I know. I know. And I want to bring you that higher end stuff. I want to bring you the stuff that is like exciting for me. And um I just can't let it go at $3. So, you know, I know that a lot of people like random polls, and unfortunately you can't really do both. What? Oh, you guys, hold on. Intermission. That's a Lupin belly. He's very happy right now. Hi, buddy. What's the world like from upside down? Hi, buddy. You got a big belly out. He's big alley cat boy. Benny's fine. He's had no episodes since that night. So I think what I said is probably what happened. He had something either stuck or something cut him or something. Mhm. Mhm. I mean, you have to have a following. I feel like that's not for everybody's business plan. If you're not going to have an auction of 50 people bidding every time, then starting it at $1 is just a loss for you. And there are many, 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 many people on this app who don't do low starts or cap shipping and are very wildly successful. That's right. And maybe one day when I'm really rich and have hundreds of people in my show, because we're manifesting, right? I can do that. Maybe. I'm not saying never. I'm not saying it won't change. The thing about this business is when you work for yourself and you are relying on only yourself and how you do to make income, like you have to be prepared to pivot. That has been very hard for me. And you can ask my husband, I don't like change. I am a very consistent human. Once I get something I like, I just tend to stay like that. But in this business, you either have to eat it for a long time to get super, super, super consistent and loyal customers and whatever, or you have to be able to pivot and be like, okay, at the expense of my few loyal customers, like I can't, like I'm losing money. Um, Words are different colors. If you go to type, there should be like a little A next in the text box, and you can buy like different colored text and whatever. You have to buy it, and like with your points that you get from the thing that they rolled out, and it's like 7 days or whatever. Yep. And I know like the Snug Bungalow has been a reseller for like, I'm not going to age you, but like for a long time. And you've done other platforms, you've tried different show formats, you were doing raid trains, and finally you were like, you know what? I like selling this on these days with no raid trains, and that's my freaking yep, and that's my freaking shtick, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. And I really admire that. I admire a consistent seller. And not to say that things aren't ever going to change, but not for Snug. Snug likes what she likes. So anyway, this pivot, I think this allows me peace knowing that I can move a lot of stuff. I can bring you quality stuff that everyone's looking for. I can sell it at a price that makes me feel comfortable and gives me enough money back that I can continue to do that, because you have to be able to continue to be putting back into your business while still paying bills. And I guess I'm excited again. I last week I was excited for my shelves. I was excited for what I had to give you guys. Um, and it's really interesting because a lot of the pre-bids that I have on tomorrow's show are from stuff that was last week. So just because nobody wanted it last week, that doesn't mean it's automatically going to go away or get donated. It just means that the right people weren't in the room for that item at that point. That's right. So that's why I keep my toe in all the platforms. And that's why I have a booth. But yeah, I was excited to do the show last weekend, and I'm excited to do this one. And it tells me I'm excited because I'm already like 2/3 of the way set up. I was working on it today, and I'm already almost ready to go. Like I'll be ready to go this evening, and that almost never happens. Like I noticed before last weekend, I was setting up like the day of I was starting, and that was very stressful. Um, yeah, and I couldn't do anything else because I was, focused on that. So it's nice that that excitement is there, and I'm sourcing for things the whole week and then going through my stuff, and like I can pretty much put whatever I want because I'm selling it for what I need to get out of it. And it's like vintage variety all the time. And that's why I'm not doing vintage variety on Wednesdays anymore. That's I think the day we're going to do my booth once I get moved. I can't do it before we move. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to do different things and to switch it up a little bit and to find that excitement again. I think that you have to be passionate about what you're selling. It looks so boring. If you look bored, like I don't want to buy from you, and I don't want to bring you guys junk either. So, I've had to change up like how I source and where I source, because where I was sourcing some of the places that I sourced is too expensive now. I used to do a weekly auction, and the past maybe 2 months or so, I've bought a lot less. Hey, Timeless. I've bought a lot less from that auction because I can't afford what it's getting bid up to. I think it's what I call stupid money. If I'm buying something for me, I'm willing to pay for it. I'm willing to bid up. But if I'm reselling it, I got to look at it from a business standpoint, and it just isn't they're too big now. It's too profitable, and I love that for them, but that no longer works for me. And so I have to switch it up. I have to do more estate sales. I have to go to the bins. I have to go to different thrift stores, and to go more often, because I'm not picking up just anything to fill the shelves. I'm actually looking for things that sell really well for me, or, um, whatever that people want to see, that people ask for. And so that takes more time and energy, but it's I would say I feel rejuvenated. would be the word. Um, so we get the U-Haul 1 week from today. We close 1 week from Wednesday.
The movers from one Tuesday.
Yeah. So it's the process starts like a week from today. We're getting a U-Haul for a week to like move. We're moving all of our like small stuff, boxes, totes ourselves because the quote from the movers to do everything was really stupid high. And then we are getting movers to do the furniture because I am not moving that king size Posturepedic bed down the stairs. It's not happening. So they're gonna do the big stuff, but they're coming Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon. We're gonna be sleeping on this couch that we're gonna put in the dumpster when we leave, and an air mattress the night before. There's going to be a lot of legit. We had to get wood today for some work in the basement that needs done before we close.
Oh, good. It's not just
This week is for like housework stuff, the stuff that the buyers wanted us to fix from the inspection. I think that's like the biggest thing this week. And of course, packing. I'm kind of to the point. I was talking today. I'm kind of to the point where I have to go room by room and just like put stuff in boxes. Like it's not. I've done the organized packing part, and now it's just like the odds and ends that are left. But I do 3 boxes a day. I still have to tackle the front porch and the basement and the shed in the back. So, you know, Mr. is handling a lot. I was telling someone yesterday that I know that's why I've sold something every single day on my porch.
We're gonna live like mom.
Yeah. Mr. is handling all of the financial stuff, all of the paperwork, all of the appointments. He's handling the like work on the house. He is doing all of the phone calls and emails, which I don't want to do. And then he feels bad because I'm packing the house. I was like, I will pack the house. Please don't touch it. I will get so much more in a box than you will. It will be so much more organized than if you do it. And plus, I think like I'm more connected to this house because I've always worked from home here. Like I am home 24/7 and I have been the entire time that we have lived here. So I'm more attached to it, and packing has been cathartic for me. It's been easier for me to like let go of things. And like the memories and stuff, like you just get nostalgic and you just like process it as you're packing. When I packed all of like, we had a gallery wall on the stairs and like all of our entryway, like where our coats were and like all that stuff. When I packed that up, it doesn't look like a house anymore. It just looks like a box we're living in right now. Yeah, it's a lot. We probably have, how many totes do you think we have in the storage unit? Maybe 30.
Maybe.
We probably have 20 to 30 totes in our storage unit. And there are the big totes, like the ones with rolly handles and rollers, those. Plus we have like some odds and ends stuff that's not in totes, like just random stuff. And then I have 30 totes of inventory.
We've packed 25.
I've packed
29.
like 30 boxes with all the random ones, like 30 boxes. And then we probably have just as many totes back there. So it's going to be like 200 items probably between boxes, totes, the small stuff, the storage unit. Yay! And then all of the furniture. We have sold 1, 2. We've sold the cabinet, 3. We've sold like 5 pieces of furniture. And there's still a few more to go. The fireplace has got to go, which I'm waiting to load that because I use the top of the fireplace is where I do all of my photos. So I'm trying to wait to do that, but that needs to go too. Because we have an actual gas fireplace in our house. Yeah, so we went to an estate sale today. It was so funny because they had stuff on the mantle, and one of the things they had was like wooden cats that like hugged the mantle and like their tail hung down. And I was like, we could get those. We have a mantle now because we have a fireplace. And he was like, we do have a fireplace. It's funny. Yeah.
Laundry chute.
And a laundry chute. We have a laundry chute. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing Wednesday show in the basement and then Friday show. Oh, okay. Friday show is the dollar show because I have pulled stuff that is like the extras, like the fat. I'm trimming the fat on my inventory. And if it doesn't sell at $1, like I'm donating it. So I can't take it all with me. I have cleared 2 totes so far, and I've almost cleared a Halloween tote. I think I'm down to 1 Halloween tote now, which is wild for me because I love Halloween. It's probably because I keep everything. It's all in my personal collection. No, I'm probably gonna have a show in September that'll be my personal collection of Halloween. Because I know I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff. And then I have like 3 or 4 totes of Christmas. That's like really where it's overfloweth. Yeah. Yeah, we have a laundry chute. Yep, that's what sold my husband the house. And the yard, the backyard for the boys.
There's room for a hot tub.
We're not putting a hot tub in.
But
I do not
someone else is going to put a hot tub.
take a bath. It's the same thing. You can sit in your own dirty bath water, and it is the same thing.
You don't have to get us a hot tub.
I'm not buying something I'm not using. Then I'm definitely not getting one. Baths are gross. I know. It is disgusting to sit in your own dirty ass water. I mean, sorry, YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not getting a hot tub. Hubs has this look on his face like, yeah, you think. Mm-hmm.
Bass water. Yeah.
Bass water, yes. We were fishing. I don't want to go in any of those bodies of water either. At least a pool is chemicaled.
So is a hot tub.
But not a bath. I don't want my neighbors to see me with that little clothing on. I feel like we have a nosy neighbor, you guys. When we were there for the inspection, the neighbor, was it the inspectors he was talking to? Was asking the inspector if we were there, and he was asking them if we had any kids.
And they said he was like
he was pacing his fence line, and I was like, is it better to have kids or not have kids?
Tell him I haven't done it.
No, I don't think he wants us to have kids.
I know, tell him I haven't done it.
No, I don't want him to be mad. I don't want him to be cranky at us. I'm not the one to have a nosy neighbor, though. I will make it so awkward for you. Like, just leave me alone.
Lived in the city too long.
Just leave me alone. Don't talk to me. It's really easy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my thing. If we can plant privacy plants on that side and get them tall enough that it's private, we can get a hot tub. Got it? Okay. That's a good compromise. And you have to plant them. I'm not planting them. This is turned in like a story about us and not a seller support, but that's fine. We have really great neighbors here, actually. Like, the neighbors on this side will probably invite over, I would think. They are the ones that the dogs love. Yeah, the problem is we don't own the fences that are on the neighbors. Like, we own the back, and we own like what comes out from the house, but we don't own the sides. So we'd either put it in, which I don't really want to do that, mainly because there's no point, or plant something. And if we plant something, I know a dog that will get into it. Lupin got down. What are you doing, bro? All of the animals are upset. They all know something's going on. I do know little someone. His name rhymes with Kenny. Yeah, literally. My husband, I call him Mrs. Kravitz because anytime there's a little outside, he's at the window trying to figure out what's going on. We have a rental house across the street, and the kids were in the front yard, like running around and screaming or whatever. And he was like, "Shut!" It's like, they're being kids, dude. Like, they're not doing anything.
I thought my windows were gonna
Oh, good. See, we'll just have to learn as we go. You guys, I'm really excited to like let them in that yard for the first time because the yard is probably triple the size of our yard now.
There will be videos.
And I know they're just gonna Zoom. I'm really excited. Especially for Benny, because he's never really been in a big yard. Louis has like at my parents', but because Benny doesn't like other dogs, we can't take him to my parents' house because they have a dog who is also very particular, and I'm really excited for him. He's currently knocked out with his dad. Privacy bamboo. Doesn't bamboo invade everything though? It's a what's it called? Yeah, invasive. It'll be all right. We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna like win him over. I do think I know I told you this, but my bamboo plant that I have in the pot, I think is gonna be fine. I think it's healing itself. I think I nursed it back to health. All I did was trim its roots and take it out and put it in a new pot and rinse all the gravel out. Yeah, I know. If you go on TikTok, the bamboo things are nuts. Anyway, if anybody has any selling related questions they want to ask me, otherwise, I guess I'll keep talking about myself and the dogs. He's so sleepy. Yeah. He's so cute, you guys. Does he? He's probably from the toy. All right. Well, I know. Anybody have anything they want to discuss? Whatnot, selling, moving, animal parenting. His jowl's all like he's laying upside down. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it and I'm gonna go. Yes, large planters, large Gothic planters like those ones at O'Connell's. Guys, I bought a vintage. It's plastic. It's not blow mold though. The pumpkin. It's a big, so it's two halves, and you have to like wire it together. But it's like probably this tall. Like it's probably 24 inches in diameter. Yeah, and it's a jack-o'-lantern. Are you guys ready for dinner?
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 Do dinner.
So I'm excited to be able to put that on because currently our front porch right now, I think is warmer than the Sahara Desert in the afternoon. Nothing grows out there. We can't spend time out there. And I am so excited to have a front porch it's actually in the shade most of the time. The yard is in the sun, but the porch is in the shade. So I'm excited to decorate. It's wide enough to have Adirondack chairs. We have Adirondack chairs on our front porch now, but it's not actually wide enough to have them, so they just like butt up against the railing. So I'm excited for that. It's just going to be I'm sad to leave this house because of all the life we've lived here, but what? Yeah, but we're excited to like begin the next chapter. I think once we close this chapter and we close on the house and we get the keys and stuff, I think it won't be sad anymore. I think we'll be ready. So yeah. Hi Raven. All right, well, if there's nothing else that I can do for you, it's short and sweet today, y'all. And it'll be on YouTube if you want to hear me talk about myself for 40 minutes. We're gonna raid into Athena Cat Antique. She's on a competition raid train today. Battle of the Regions. She's representing the Midwest, which I am also in. And so we're gonna raid into her and put some roses in the chat when you get over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow for It's a Vibe. There are 75 listings right now, and I'm literally gonna load more after this. So go over there and put pre-bids in if you can't make it Sunday night. If Sunday nights are busy for you, or you'd rather be in some other show, I totally get it and I'm not offended, but go put pre-bids in because there's some good stuff over there. All right, we're gonna go say hi to Athena. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow.